mostly live. We'll see how this works out. Okay. So we have our new little ship there, which I may rebuild. I haven't decided yet. Okay, so let's go. Actually, you know what? Let me grab. Go this way. We're gonna grab some parts really quick. So what we're going to do is going to come over here. And like I said, I don't think we have a connector in here yet. Yeah. I didn't think we did. Okay. Makes it easy. So we'll go ahead and get this going here. So there's the connector. A little bit of atmosphere lighting in here. Oh, it's hard to believe it's Thursday already. So for the folks who are wandering in, welcome. Hope you're having a fabulous week. Today's going to be a little bit of a chill stream once again. You know, we're not going to be not expecting to go out and do too much. Basically just going to be working on the ship a little bit. And maybe even building like a small fighter or something. I'm thinking I actually want to get a little bit more work done on the interior of the ship, because what we need to do is we still need to get the medical bay in. We do have the what is it? The Spaceballs mod installed, so we have the Mr. Coffee, which you can use as a spawn location. But I'm kind of wanting to get more of this stuff done, and I'm thinking, do I want to take that there? Yeah, I've got plenty of steel plates. I'm not going to worry about that then. So what I'm thinking about is having something like, I don't know, do I want to do that? Or do I want to have it go there? Because if I do this, because if I do it this way, what this will allow us to do, and yes, I am only using light armor blocks in this particular case because this is interior, not too worried about it. But if I do it like this, basically the stairs will open here, exit here, and then this will be the hallway. But see, then we end up with this really large area. Now, if I cut into this, let me show you here really quick. So if I cut into this one block, this basically you would have the entrance here, and then the stairs would come down, and then this would be the hallway. And I'm thinking that might be the better way to go. Because it lets me use a little bit more of this space, and we don't end up with a giant dead space area here. And we're going to go ahead and swap these blocks out here. Go over to the heavy armor because I like my ships to be reinforced. And we're going to take this out. And like I said, that basically, these two blocks, and then this is where the entrance will come out. So if we do, is there anything over here? There are. Okay, let's go grab some, turn the jetpack light on here. Let's grab some plates. The shipment. So let's get rid of that. Rid of that. Grab those, and then what we're going to do is we're going to grab the enclosed passageways. And I want the lit window. Alright. So we're going to have this be here. Okay, like I said, this is basically going to be the where you come out of the stairs right here. You know, let's take that one out. I think I have that upside down, don't I? Yep, I have those upside down. Son of a... Oh, let's try that again, shall we? There we go. Now they're up. Now they're right side up. So, alright, so let's go to the enclosed again, and what we're looking for is I need a corner block, which is going to be probably not here, actually. Do we have, I don't know if we actually have enclosed corner blocks with lights. That's a four-way, that's a T. All right. That'll work. All right, so what we're going to do here is we're going to do this. And what we're doing is we're basically setting this up to be a enclosed area. So this is actually going to end up being, I think we're going to use this as our med bay area. I haven't decided yet. We're going to leave that open. Actually ends up acting as a type of space armor. So we are less likely to have large issues. So if we bring you here, let's flip you, actually. So that's going there, that's going to be here. So let's go ahead and take this out. So we'll have a door that leads into this hallway here. And we'll figure out where we want to put the other door as well. So this will end up being, like I said, this will be our general med area. I'll need to figure out a way to pipe in. You know what? Might be able to pipe in here. Let's see. So if we go, let's see here. So what we're gonna do is see if we can just bring up. That's the stairs. Crap. Alright, so let's go. So let's go ahead and flip this around so we can close that out. Alright. So what we're going to do then, so that's those. Oh. Let's not bounce around here. Right. Go ahead and grab this. And we are going to have here. That's what's below us here. Ah, look at you. Okay, so that's actually where we want to go. Okay, that makes it a little bit easier. And apparently, I have way too much inventory. Let's go drop some of this stuff off really quick. Can I get? No, I have to go this way. Okay. It's fine. Alright, so now that we know what we're digging through here. So we should be able. Is that the one I want? I want this one. Alright, so basically what we're doing is we're splicing back into our hopefully this is not. Why are you aiming there? I swear, targeting in this game sometimes. There we go. Perfect. Look at you. All right, so what we're going to do here is we're going to put in a conveyor block so that we can pipe into this. And we're going to grab you over here. That's coming up this way, so we're going to go here, here. We're going to do another conveyor block right there, and then we're going to do a second block here just to keep it convenient. All right. So what we're going to end up placing here is we're actually going to place the med bay. Let's grab that. Now, for those who may not know, the med bay has a connector on the top and the bottom. I'll show you here really quick. You can see the connector there, and it passes through on the top. So what we're going to do is we're going to place this like so. Now, when this is actually placed, this acts as a respawn location. You also can change your suit appearance here. Demon, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. And I'm thinking we may go ahead and just do an air vent right here off the top of it. I haven't decided yet. We'll see. And I may come back and take these out because that's kind of in the way. Let's go ahead and take those out. See, what I would really like to have is a window set like this that doesn't have the roof on it. Because I would really like to be able to have this be a too tall block here. But they unfortunately don't make it, and I don't want to use the regular windows. I mean, I could. I'm not too bad, actually. It's Thursday. I'm feeling much better than I was yesterday. Alright, so I may end up reworking that upper area there. I don't know yet, but we'll figure it out. Okay, so we're gonna have a door here. This is going to be the stairs. Let's go ahead and grab the stairs out of here. We want the lit passageway. Turn that right side up. Alright, so this comes up this way. You then go into there. And we are going to go for here. So this actually will overlook the hallway area down here. I'm thinking I'll probably put some of the decoration stuff in here a little bit. turn that into a little bit more of a useful space. Arc Rage evolved. Yeah, I can imagine. I might get back into Arc. Like I think we were talking about that last time. I haven't really played Arc a whole lot lately. So if we did that, let's grab you. And we are going to use you here as well. So let's go ahead and see. I don't think they ever did a... Oh, they did. Okay. Even better. So, do I want to do... You know what a T section probably would be? Yeah, actually. Because if we do this, basically what it does is the corners will all match up here. Right. So that gives us this space comes down into here, which is another hallway. Thinking, let's see. So I'm wondering if I should put more residential in, like more habitation areas. Or do I want to leave this open? I may leave this open for now and come back and repurpose this later. Because one of the things that I'm thinking of here is not using those. Let's go ahead and use the appropriate block for the appropriate means, right? Or for the. All right. So we're gonna go like so. For that one, we're gonna actually go ahead and, you know what, let's get rid of that for now. Let's grab you, flip you right side up. That way we actually can have an air system in here. Hey Zeron, how you doing? Welcome back today. Probably going to need... You know what I might need to do is I might need to rewire this a bit. We'll do this. Alright, so that gives us a small room over here. Probably, this will probably end up being an office or something. Let's see. Like that. So we have a 2 in here, we have a conveyor connection. Maybe I'll make this like an officer's quarter or something. Alright. So you are there. So I'm kind of decide, do I want... We said we were going to put a door on this side somewhere. Let's go like so. So we do say that. I don't want it there or there. Could you? I'm tempted to use those. Oh, let's see here. Let's go. Do we want to do that? Or do we want to do a regular door? No, we don't want the regular door. Okay. Now, a lot of times I'll actually go ahead and just make these airlocks, but because this is so far on the interior, airlocks, I mean, it wouldn't be a bad idea, but they're not a necessary element, so. All right, so let's get this in here. We're gonna go, for now, we're just gonna go ahead and go flat block for right now. Like I said, it's really just more of a getting things, you know, set up more so than anything else. Getting an idea of what we want to do with the areas. The T, there we go. So if we do that, oh, you need to be a 4-way. And then we are going to have you set up let's do this. So you're looking in that way. All right, so when you're coming in, you'll be able to actually look into the med bay from over here. You have the doors, you have windows on this side, and then what we'll do is we'll actually make this a double wide hallway down to here, and I'm not quite sure what we're going to do in this area. If we do anything, we might just have it be a double wide hallway all the way down. That could be interesting, actually. Yeah, let's do that. Let's go with that. So we're gonna do lit half there, lit half there. So we'll do a corner block here. And then we do something like so. All right, now the nice thing about these half enclosed is that they actually have these, which allow you to basically expand this area out a little bit. Oh, no, let me check for you. So you are moving that way. Okay. All right. And I might, do I want to leave that open? No, I don't want to leave that open. All right, so what we're going to do is go ahead and bring this up like so. Up here, what we'll do is we'll grab the half blocks. This also means I'm going to have to rework this portion a little bit, which is fine. I actually don't mind that. As long as we're not venting to space, that's all I care about. All right. All right. Now, that may vent to space if we open that up right now, which, that's fine. It's okay. We can deal with it. All right. Yep. Hello, space. So let's go ahead and get this closed off again. And then what we're going to do is we're going to basically reseal all of this, obviously. Pick these up. Hey Sharky, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Try refreshing your page, Sharky. Because I'm not, you know, I'm looking at the stream preview on YouTube and it looks fine to me, so. Alright. So if we go like so, this is going to be so let's go like so. Let's go ahead and get some of this out of here. So what we're doing is we're gonna basically we need to there. Just working on the lines right this second. Okay. And let's go ahead and weld this up. Those up. And hey Jay, thanks for the subscribe, buddy. Appreciate that. Welcome to the community. Sorry, I'm a little distracted, so if I seem like I'm spacing out, I do apologize. Still on the cold medicine, so I'm still a little out of it. But you know, slowly but surely working our way through it all. Alright. So what we're gonna do is let's go ahead and take some of this out. And we're gonna work through some of this. Let's see, let's bring alright. So basically what I'm going to be building here is the conference area. All I need to do is engineer out. Yeah, I know, right? Okay, so let's go. So you're going to have that. All right, how many spaces across is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. So 9, so 10. So it's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so that is the center. I just want to make sure. So what we're going to do is we're going to try and build this. 2, 3, 4, 5. This is going to be the wall here. It'd be really nice if we could have a 3-part door. But we're not going to be able to get a 3-part door, so we're going to do this. Because you know, you can't have an area set up for top secret meetings and not have, you know, and have windows facing into it or something, but alright. So what do we got? 1, 2, and then the wall. So 1, 2, and then the wall here. So basically this is going to be our conference slash briefing room area. And what we're going to do is we're going to build some offices off on the side of this as well. Hey Chozo, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Happy Thursday. Alright, so that's 5. so this looks like it's a good size for a conference room, right? Alright, so let's go like so. And you are going to be here. So we're going to take that's 1, 2, 3. Awesome. That actually worked almost exactly the way I wanted it. And what we're going to do is we're going to put a light here to light up the center of the room. All right, so we get that done. Let's go ahead and we're going to carry those through. And like I said, that just gives us a little bit more interesting features on the wall, you know. What we need to do is we're going to need to pipe in oxygen in here as well. And I haven't decided if I'm going to do it through the floor or through the wall. If I do it through the walls, it'll be a little bit easier. But I'm not sure where I'd want to do that at. Alright, so let's go like a so. I'm thinking for here we take this out. Let's go with the enclosed over here. Whoop. Helps if I spell it correctly. And we want the windows. And apparently I have just lost my charge. Alright. Let's go recharge really quickly. Actually, we can go this way. I really should throw a chair in. Put a chair in out there so I can sit down when I need to. Alright, so for the folks that are joining us, welcome to the stream. YouTube is really bad about updating my subjects when I put in title lines. Hopefully it will update at some point. Basically, we're going to be working on the battle carrier today. What I'm doing is we're putting in the med bay, we're putting in the conference room, and probably some like smaller one-off rooms to either side. For those who have ever been in a corporate conference setting, you know, the little prep rooms and things. Since this is such a large ship, I figured we would have, you know, have the ability to have a few of these types of little things in here. And what we're going to do is we're going to put you here, and we're going to put another one on this side. And then the added bonus of this is that we'll be able to pipe the O2 systems in and basically have them set up so that the offices will have, or the office will have its own thing here. And we're going to tie you into the superstructure like so. And how big of a ready room do we need here? Maybe this will be the break room off of the conference area. Because if we do that, let's tie this in here. So we'll leave that open for now because we're probably going to run some piping under here. And then we do this. We'll do the same on this side, and we'll have a door over here so that, you know, you can get into this place. We'll put a door right there. Let's see, that's windows. So let's take you out. Is there any reason to see back? Yeah, we'll leave it like that. Why not? Yeah, so the passageways, the pieces that I'm using here, like these split enclosed half passageways, this is actually a mod. Basically, one of the modding community really likes the interior hallway blocks. And a lot of people do. I mean, it gives you a nice texture when you're walking around in the ship. But the vanilla portion of the game only has the one block, and they wanted an intersection. So when you'd have 4 of these things come together, you would end up with these like negative spaces in the corners. So the person built basically the intersection piece, and everyone loved it so much that they just kept coming back and adding more and more blocks. So now it's this huge mod now, and it has made it onto my list of it will be in pretty much any playthrough that I do of Space Engineers now, simply because of the fact that I really do like the mod. But it gives a nice and easy way to do any type of interior space. So if you're one of those people like me that I sometimes have problems coming up with what I want to do with interior spaces, it works really well to give you that without having to, you know, go too far outside of what might be a comfort zone for you, or, you know, some people just feel like their ability is lacking in it. So if you happen to be one of those people, let's see, I actually want to do this block, I think. So I think this is gonna work a little bit better than what I may have been planning originally. Yeah, and it gives a little bit more interesting detail to the ceiling. Let's see here, there we go. And what we'll do is we'll turn on the build and repair system shortly, and that'll get us going for getting this all welded up. There. Okay, so that gives us a little bit more interesting space in here. Like I said, we'll probably turn this into a break room. And then on the other side, we'll have, basically, this will be like the officers' ready room. Right before they give the briefings, they'll be able to have the senior officers will be able to come in here and rest up. Awesome, Sharky. Hey, Travis, how you doing? I'm glad to hear you're doing well. All right. Have a great night, Sharky, man. Thanks for stopping in, buddy. For those who don't know, Sharky is actually one of the moderators, but he's also part of the YouTube community. He helped, and he took part in some of the 7 Days to Die multiplayer stuff. He's usually in like the Medieval Engineers, Space Engineers things, but his schedule's been a little weird lately, so we have unfortunately not been able to get as much stuff done as a group as we'd like, so, you know, just the way YouTube is. Alright, so we're gonna do a 3x on this one, I think. So that's gonna be windows. So basically we're gonna do the same thing we did on the other side, just make this a little bit smaller. I might actually make this 2 rooms. Yeah, let's make this 2 conference rooms, like 2 small rooms. We're not going to have a window on this one. Right, and then we will have, do we want to have you there? do that, that allows us to close this entire area off. Yeah, I think I'm going to go with that. All right. And then what we'll do here is we go 1, 2, so we split this one here. And I'm thinking we take you, stick you out. We're going to go over 1 block, or skip 1 block, I should say. And what we're going to do is we're going to put the air vents in over here. We'll be able to pipe those all together and then run the conduit for it out the back, I think. Yeah, I think that's what we'll do. Alright, so from here we're going to go ahead and grab the vents. I like this conveyor air vent block. This is another one of the, it is now in my, it will probably show up in all of my mods, or in all of my playthroughs. So we're going to do that. And we'll worry about running all of the conduit to hook all of this up later. I'm just trying to get the things into place. Alright. you increased the shark spawn rate on an Ark. Yeah, too many megalodons in that game make it almost impossible to get anything done. I'm going to go ahead and actually take this out. What's sad is I have not even yet begun to greeble. Okay, let's get some of this done. So we're going to go ahead and grab those. Whoop. Too many over here. Let's do targeting, man. Yeah, I love the conveyor air blocks. The sloped air vents, absolutely awesome. It just makes getting things, like, when you want to pipe things around and get things squared away, it just makes it, the mods just make it so much easier to do that. Alright, and we're going to carry you out there. This is going to be our general engineering area out there, and I'm thinking that, as you can see, I've got 1 jump drive there. It's basically just there for, you know, for the fun of it right now. What I'm going to do is I'm going to remove that, and we're going to end up with a couple of rooms throughout the ship that'll have jump drives in them, and I'm thinking one of them might be directly below here. And what I might do is, if I do that, I might take the floor out and have the jump drives sitting under the floor, so when you walk in, this is basically windows looking down on the jump drives. That might actually be pretty interesting. Now, there are mods in the available in the game that will make jump drives explosive. So if they take too much damage, they'll explode. I may end up using that mod at some point, but we'll see. So I'm thinking for now, if we don't put the jump drives in, we're not going to be able to, because the jump drives are 2 blocks thick, so it would block the stairs. But I could put them on either side of the stairs. Let's see here. So if we do jump drive there, space 1 over, jump drive there. The distance on 1 jump drive is roughly 50 kilometers, I think, for this ship. Let's go check the control panel and I can tell you. Let's see here. 42 kilometers for right now. So once we bring more jump drives online, basically it'll go up. It'll increase that. Alright, so 1, 2. I think I want 6 jump drives in the engineering section. Oop. So what we're going to do here is we're going to have these come out this way. Let's go here. So if anyone has any questions, feel free to ask. I know I've had people in the past say that they don't like interrupting live streams if they feel they're silly questions. I am actually quite fine with people asking questions. So like I said, if you do have questions, let me know. I may not have an answer for you, but you know, I don't mind people asking questions. So. Do we want... I might take this window out and just seal these off at this point. I don't know yet. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and get this done. And then we have the window on this side as well. Yeah, I'm starting to think that I'm going to take these windows out. So originally they were set up so that when you were down here, if you're one of the people that has to do the maintenance, you can, at a glance, basically see to make sure everything is connected through. And because those windows are there, it keeps it from evacuating to space. So you can actually run through the engineering section really quick and go, okay, is everything working? And I have, at somewhere, broken my my envelope in here. So you are... Oh, you know why? Because of this right here. Okay. We'll get that fixed up here in a minute. Yeah. Yep, that's where... So this entire room was pressurized, but because I run that in there, basically I broke the envelope that was holding all of the atmosphere in. So let's go... Alright, so that should work for now. We said we wanted to go ahead and pipe in the oxygen system, so let's go ahead and get that running. So what we're going to do is we're going to run this like so. Like so. And then we will have this come down this way. And are you... Oh. One too many. Okay, so we're gonna go like so. Oh, oh, wrong block. There we go. And then that pipes in oxygen to both of those. I have now hemmed myself in. Let's go this way. If we go in here, we need to figure out where we're going to put oxygen in here. And I'm thinking what I might do is you are running that way, so we're not going to be able to pipe you in there. Let's kill that for a second. When am I going to play Medieval Engineers again? That's a good question, Sharky. I don't know. I would like to play it more, but between Space Engineers, Empyrean, I'm doing some plans with 7 Days to Die. Oh, Doing a little bit with Wylands still, and then Stationeers. Stationeers has consumed my soul. That game has, oh yeah. All of my free time has been going to Stationeers lately. So let's go ahead and, like I said, we haven't begun to Greeble, so. And basically this is just giving us a little bit more protection in case we take a hit on the ship that would normally breach. So, okay. Yeah, the new Mad Space game. God, that game is... For those who don't know, Stationeers is gotta be one of the most evil games I have ever played. It's basically space engineers without the ships. It's you basically harvest resources, build blocks to build stations. You can build ships in it, but the ships are more, I guess you'd say, more realistic. I don't know, because the way that they do them, or what they do with them, is they have everything is balanced on thrust, but you have the ability to build real logic circuits. Like there are I/O readers and things like that. You have a complete array of chips that you can wire in and do advanced stuff with without having to know coding, but as long as you know how to do solid state programming, you're fine. No Windows, how do you watch pirates explode? You watch the pirates explode from the bridge. All right. Okay, so that is most of that. We still need to figure out where we're going to run the O2 at on this side. I'm thinking right here. So we're just going to flip you around, drop you there. Helps if I'm targeting the appropriate block. Okay, and then you are going to be there. So you're gonna be able to walk like so. Bring you back. There we go. And then from here, I'm thinking we're gonna go just. We're just gonna do that. So that should be. I think that's everything. Now the question is did I leave myself a way out of here, or did I just paint myself into a corner? Because I am known to do that. I did leave myself a way out. Okay. There we go. Oh, we can do that. And what I'll probably do is I'll probably come back and cut that out and put a light, put lights in here. The idea is that when you're in medbay, I'll show you really quick. Oh, nope, went the wrong way. So when you're in the med bay, come over here. Basically, there will be, just some lighting out here, and you'll hopefully be able to see the conduit systems. Not the best picture, but you don't really need it if you're healing. You're going to be unconscious for most of it anyway. So Sharky, you are going to hate station engineers because you actually have to calculate things like pipe volume and PSI. Otherwise, you can rupture the piping. If you are using any of the electrical stuff, you'll have to worry about how much amperage you have running through the through the lines. You can short lines out. You can actually cause fires in if you've got a enough of an oxygen environment. Yeah, that game's going to drive you nuts. As far as playing multiplayer in Stationeers, I'm actually wanting to do something with it this weekend. And I've been putting out calls to folks, specifically in the community. If you're a member of the community, you've probably seen it over on Discord. Basically, what we're doing is we're looking for people to do some multiplayer stuff in that. And yeah, you never mess with somebody else's wiring. You're just asking for trouble. And we're gonna go. And pull blocks over here. And I think we are going to put in alright, so if we do that, it's piped in. That's piped in. So I'm thinking that's going to work. Okay, so. And do we want an airlock here? I think we want an airlock here. Actually, you know what? Can I get... This is small. Damn. Alright. It was worth a try. I was hoping that could actually use that. I can't use that block. Let's see here. Where'd my airlock go? There it is. Get you out of there. Grab you. We're going to step out of here so that we can actually not have to cut holes in things. Oh, you know what I can also do? Let's grab the armored window block. 2x1. What? They added a new window? You are... We want you on that side so the people can... I'm thinking this might end up being... Actually, you know what? If we spin that around, we could make this a brig. Oh, I think we're going to have to make some brigs. Okay. Let's look at the... I want to see how big this thing is. Oh! Did he make this... No. So what's the difference between this one and the old one? I'm not seeing a difference between the two. Large ship, large ship. Same material. I'm wondering if he's gonna, if the mod author is going to make this a 1x1 block, and that way you'll have a 1x1 and a 2x1 version. Promoter calculators, nice. Well, you know, the person doing the calculation is the one who sets the margin that they're worried about, so. And I don't know what I want to do with this. Oh no, I'll figure it out. We'll figure something out with that. So I'm thinking Yeah, this might end up being a single hallway coming back here. Basically, put a door in right there. Maybe even do an airlock door there. Let's do an airlock here. There it is. Alright, so I've got 2 airlocks that I need to resolve here really quickly. And did I leave myself an out? No, I didn't. So now we have an out. Alright, so let's get this. We've got the parts to build the airlock. Now, basically, I need to build these so I can get through the doors. Because unfortunately, with airlocks, when you place them, their doors are closed, which is rather annoying, but mod authors being mod authors, they will do what they enjoy and what they think makes sense, regardless of what everyone else says. So, let's get you out of there. We're gonna go closed. We want lit. And from here we can go double wide. So we're gonna do that. And turn the corner here. And I'll probably turn this into like an engineering workstation over in here. So we have the door there, and we'll put walkway ramps in that'll lead down into this area. Alright, now do I have access to direct inventory over here? I do, okay. Let's grab that. Get you out of there. Let's grab our airlock again. We actually need to go back and grab the rest of the parts for this. Now I do have easy inventory turned on. For those who don't know, it's a mod that allows you to do a single right click when you have a block equipped like this. So if you want to build like an airlock, you go over to anything that you can interact with to pull inventory, and you just right click and it'll pull all the parts specifically for that block. That way you don't have to go through and dig things out and remember who's doing what. Okay, so the window blocks here that we're using for these hallways are actually from the passageway mod. So all of these blocks are passageway mod, airlock is from the passageway mod, and then the hallway blocks over on this side are also passageway mod. A lot of people stream copyright music for a couple of reasons. One, so if you stream copyright music, you can usually get away with it during the stream. However, if you are like with YouTube, where they save the live streams, you'll lose all of the audio at the very minimum. Because I like to keep my videos up as on demands, like VODs. I tend to not stream copyright music. All the music that you're hearing right now is actually from Epidemic Sound. Let's see, I want a corner passage for this, but meh, we'll do it that way. It's fine. Right. Oh, the blast windows. These are it's the armored window mod. I don't think it's listed as its own thing. Is it? Yeah, it is. Okay. So, yeah, armored window. It's the same mod author who does the small airlock door, as you can see here. And then this is this airlock door is a small ship mod only, so I can't use it on the battle carrier. So, but that's okay. All right, so we have the conference room is mostly ready at this point. And close that because we can get into the other inventory areas now. And then I'm thinking we do this. Auto rotation, gotta love it. What is it with? I swear, auto rotate is gonna be the death of me. Nothing bugs me like auto rotate does. See? There's no reason for it to turn, but yet it does. All right, let's get this damn thing. Really? Me and auto rotate have a long and sordid past. We hate each other with a passion. Okay, so you guys are here. We should be able to do this. There we go. And I think what we'll do here is, let's go ahead and do this. We're just going to go ahead and tie this off. How about we change that up? There we go. So let's go ahead and get these out. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna swap these around. So basically we're gonna mirror what we had on the other side. And that's gonna go all the way there. This is gonna go back to here. And do I want to have... I'm thinking we're going to probably have something over here that will set up for like maybe a small, another, like an informal area like benching or like bench seats or something. Yeah, William, even when you turn off the auto rotate, it turns itself back on from time to time. So it's like, if I turn that off, like right there, I just, you know, I just hit T to turn it off. So it's like here. And what it'll do is I'll be placing things, and it's still, because it's facing based on what you are looking at when you're placing it. So it will still rotate on me every once in a while. So. Yeah, and what's crazy is at one point you could turn off auto rotate in the game settings. The problem with that, Sharky, is that I would have to set up a lot of things in order to keep the music that was being streamed at the time from being recorded, at which point it kind of defeats the purpose, because then you wouldn't hear the music anyway. Because what I would have to do is I would have to stream with music, but I would have to record excluding the music. Once the stream was done, I would then have to take the recording and re-upload. So it's just easier to use non-copyrighted music or to use music. Like I'm using Epidemic Sound. I actually have license with them, so their music is actually technically copyrighted. But because I have a used license, I can use their stuff and actually come back to it and not have to worry about it, because their licensing is based on, did you have a legitimate license at the time that you were using it and broadcast. So, hey, thanks, Demon. There we go. I love Mr. Coffee because they've updated him so he will actually regenerate health as well as power now. I don't think he regenerates oxygen though, does he? No, okay. I didn't think he did. And we're gonna go back down this way. Actually, let me take a look out. I'm gonna look at the window and make sure this looks okay. So I'm thinking I'm going to paint the interior area over here something interesting, and then maybe put like some the oxygen generators out there, so you'll have basically plants. You'll be able to see the planters. So yeah, Demon. So basically what would end up happening is Epidemic Sound would be one input, your mic would be one input, game audio would be one input, and then game video, right? So you would have to record the game audio, your mic, and exclude the music and so you would stream everything. So when you were streaming, you would have all 3 audio tracks. When you were recording, you would only have 2. But then I would have to take that file, post-render it, and then upload it to YouTube to replace the live stream video. Or I can simply use music that I have rights to use and not deal with all of that. So, what was I doing? I was doing enclosed passageways with doors. Okay. Yeah, it's just at the end of the day, I tend to take the easier solution. Like I said, if there was a reason for me to do it, like if I had a necessity to do all of it, I would. But for what we're doing, it's a lot of work for very little return. Like I said, I don't mind doing work, but I want it to be for a reason, not busy work. Whatever keeps you safe legally. Yep. Wow, the stream is getting laggy. Let me see here. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, that's getting really framey. Why is it getting so framey? We'll see. We'll see. All right. Maybe it's just my preview is a little. What was I doing? I was heading back down to engineering. Okay. Okay, so we have our conference area, we have the beginnings of our med bay, we have an actual break room, tied to our conference area. So I'm thinking this is actually going to end up being this side's going to be a small conference area. So we'll have a small conference room, a large conference room, and then over here we'll have 2 small meeting rooms. And I am kind of tempted to put windows in on either side of the door. So I might end up doing that. So we'll see, we'll see. All right, so that gives us our jump systems now. So if we do that, you are a little too wide there, I think. How's our inventory space doing? Okay. We're going to go ahead and relocate this one. Just shuttle parts back and forth here for a second. Like I said, I do have the build and repair bots installed. I've got like 5 of them on board this ship. Actually built into this ship. And then I've got like 4 more between the small ships running around in the hangars. So what I do is after the live streams when I'm trying to get things built, during live streams I worry about the system processing. Between live streams I don't need to worry about it. So what I do is I just turn on the build and repair, walk away for an hour. Ah, that's bad. All right. Wow, they updated the... Man, they've been updating all sorts of models in this game recently. Shovels of uranium, yeah, I know, right? This ship eats uranium like I eat M&Ms. That's what I should do, is make a uranium mod. Makes the... Oh. Alright. There we go. So the first jump drive is online. That's all that matters. And what that does is that opens this area up, and I'm thinking that we're going to put something back here, and I'm not sure what yet. But part of the reason why I wanted to make sure that this wall was free is, let me see. I guess we have to go through the actual process of going through the hallways now. Quick, head to the bridge! Head to the bridge! Alright. So, all of that is closed. That's awesome. We're gonna head back up. Go hit the bridge really quick. Alright, so... Okay, so we're getting things charged up. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and call this one here. What I want to do next time is I'm going to get into greebling the exterior of the ship. So we'll start doing some of the detail work. Before I do that, I need to get some lighting out there so that we can see what we're doing. But I think that we're going to go ahead and call this one here. So I want to thank you all for stopping in. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you throw a like on this thing. If you haven't done so already, subscribe, because you never know when I'm going to be doing more. I have started my my New Year's schedule as far as streaming is concerned. We stream on YouTube on Tuesdays and Thursdays. We stream over on Twitch side on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. And I'm trying to keep one game on each platform. So YouTube will be, say, Space Engineers, and Twitch will be I don't know, like violins or stationeers or something like that. But yeah. So as it goes, I'm going to go ahead and say thank you again for stopping in. Hope you all have a fabulous day. Have a terrific weekend, and we will see you back here next time for more, well, random fun and games. Anyway, as always, folks, take care and be safe out there, everybody.